lives in a pineapple under the sea.
SpongeBob SquarePants!
Absorbent and yellow and porous is he.
Hey everybody, this is 22 Tiger Dude. I'm here with my guest star J53518 to review the episode Hooky, requested by Wander All the Way and Zai Sean Walker. So J5, what is the plot?
Oh, Dr. Angela, I think I'd tell you much about my sexy body. Okay, I'll stop with the Sean Connery sexiness. Alright, let's continue. Hooky, the story tells of Mr. Krabs, comes in this Krusty Krab telling everybody to beware of the hooks. They dangle, they shine, they gleam. They'll grab you by the undershorts and pull you up to the surface and kill you. Holy crap, some mysticness has hit Bikini Bottom. But to SpongeBob and Patrick, being kids, they ignore SpongeBob. Even though they promised to Mr. Krabs, they won't touch the hooks. But what is it? Curiosity bites them in the butt, and they mess with the hooks until it's too late. So they grab them undershorts, drag them up to the skies above, where they will be, or as Mr. Krabs would say, you'll be vacuum packed in a can of tuna. I love this episode. It's a good storytelling kind of episode, kind of urban legend story that could be used in Bikini Bottom. And I like how they mention hooks to be dangerous to fish, which is funny in real life, because in reality, we put feed on hooks that attract to fish, and they're stupid enough to get it, boom, they die. Because they can't breathe out water. I like the idea of the writers, with Edgar Larazabel and Sherm Cohen and Vincent Waller, as them creating the story was a very good idea. The dialogue was very good. I know I don't go dialogue for SpongeBob episodes, but for this one, it's hilarious. I know some people say, oh, J5, Tiger Dude, this is not a happy episode, it's a sad episode. Bullcrap. This is funny as hell. Because they mention hooks. It becomes like an addiction to Patrick. Mostly Patrick, because there's a scene where he loses his little favorite undertrunks. Which I don't want to see a naked blue star. A pink star. I don't want to see that stuff in my movie. Anyway, we all know what happens, and it's a nice idea to help teach SpongeBob and Patrick a lesson that it's always good to listen to your elders, even if he's a greedy crab. Yes. Good old man Krabs can be a good father figure, even if he does steal from the Krusty Krab. That little liver-bellied crustacean. What do I give it? I give it a 5 out of 5. It's a funny yet good cautionary tale about running around with scissors, but I guess in Bikini Bottom status.
I really enjoyed Hooky. I thought the storyline to the episode was something very unique. It was really funny. It was very creative. The humor was very funny. It has me laughing at some moments so hard. It's very memorable, and it's just amazing what the writers could come up with. It's just a very clever episode. It gets to the point. It's very well written, and it's just such an awesome episode to watch. I just really love the whole Hooky idea, and Squidward burning all the Krabby Patties was very funny.
Mother of God, Mother of Patties.
Yeah, exactly. It was just really funny in how it was handled. My only problems with the episode would just be like Patrick keep on going on those hooks when SpongeBob keeps telling him not to go on. That was a little stupid. That bugged me. And I also wasn't too crazy about the ending personally. I know the ending is why some of the fans didn't like this episode that much, just because the ending literally killed their overall thoughts. Other than the tuna scene, though, that was hilarious. But everything else, I was just like, not too crazy about it. Wasn't really feeling it. But overall, I really enjoy it. It's a really good episode. It's so much fun to watch. Creative, unique. I give Hooky an 8.5 out of 10.
That's very nice.
Now me and J5 are here to review.
MermaidMan and BarnacleBoy 2.
Yeah. So J5, what is the plot?
Evil! Evil! The story is that SpongeBob found the ancient conch shell, which is used in the TV show MermaidMan and BarnacleBoy Unite! SpongeBob finds the conch shell from MermaidMan and BarnacleBoy. Damn it, I missed it. Anyway, he finds it and starts abusing it, calling the heroes to action, even though they're old age now. SpongeBob gets abused of it and helps them do everything around the house. Everything. The point to the old crooners get pissed off and lose his mind. They want to ditch him. By that, they do anything in their power to ditch him. MermaidMan, BarnacleBoy, unite! It was a great idea in superheroes. Y'all know MermaidMan and BarnacleBoy are obviously trademarks of heroes like Aquaman, Aqualad, Namor of Marvel Comics, all these sea-dwelling superheroes. Obviously, the SpongeBob writers actually had some influence of MermaidMan from Aquaman, as you can see from his costume and the way he's drawn out in the original series. And obviously, because of the kookiness, they took it from the Batman animated series. So it was good that they blended, kind of a mix of the comedy and action to associate with the 60s DC world. So I like the writers did that. Ernest Borgnine did a very good job as MermaidMan. It was a good cautionary, just like the last one, that you should always be responsible with what you got. And don't mess with old people, because they will pop your dirty bubble. Okay, I said that's dirty. Okay, I'm going to stop saying dirty bubble. Anyway, it was funny. It was action-packed. It was comic book fun. And if you're a SpongeBob fan and you love MermaidMan, go ahead. The dog was great. The animation was very nice. And it just goes to show you that sometimes even the ordinary people can be superheroes. I give it a 5 out of 5 on the J5 meter.
I really enjoyed this episode. I pretty much loved almost every moment of it. It's got such a fascinating, awesome storyline. It's really clever. It's very well made. The humor is perfect. I would laugh at all the humor that was put into this episode. The ending is something that is so ironic, but it was really funny. And it gives us an introduction to the dirty bubble. I thought it was funny how SpongeBob would use the conch shell to call MermaidMan and BarnacleBoy if they need anything. And it's supposed to be for just emergencies, but he's literally calling them every time. Like if he needs help opening a pickle jar, they come over there if they need it.
If you need help opening a pickle jar, ask your favorite old man. Yeah, his bones will be bright as day. Lying bastard. Damn you, SpongeBob.
If they need someone to tuck him in a bed, he calls them. Really funny. Look at J5's reaction, everyone. And I really loved how adventurous the storyline is. This episode really explored that, and it was just so funny. Ernest Borgnine and Tim Conway, every time they guest star on SpongeBob, they always do a great job voicing those superheroes. I only have a problem with this episode, and that's that scene when Mermaid and BarnacleBoy were about to ditch SpongeBob at that diner. I just think that's a little messed up. Even if SpongeBob did get on their nerves, especially BarnacleBoy's, I just found that to be a little messed up, especially since SpongeBob looks up to those heroes. So I give this episode a 9.5 out of 10.
I'm square one. God dang it.
Thanks for guest starring J5.
You're welcome.
And please check out J5's awesome channel. I will leave a link in the description below.
I am 22 Tiger Dude. Don't forget that I will always have Tiger Power!